अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन। आज हम देखेंगे हिस्ट्री ऑफ द सबकॉन्टिनेंट। तो फर्स्ट है द मेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ द इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन इज drainage system. The main occupation of the people of the Indus Valley was agriculture. Which one of the following archaeologists initially discovered the Mohenjo-daro site of the Indus Valley civilization? Rachel Das Banerjee. Which one of the following elements of Hinduism were practiced in the Indus Valley civilization? Cult of Shiva. The great bath of the Indus Valley civilization was discovered in Mohenjo-daro. Which of the following is not a characteristic of the religion practiced by Harappan people? Nature worship. Which of the following metals was not known to the Indus Valley people? Iron. Nomad man started settling in Neolithic age. Which one of the following metal was not unknown to the Indus Valley people? Iron. The earliest evidence of silver in India is found in the Harappan culture. The period when men used both stones and copper tools is known as the Metal Age. The Indus Valley civilization known as pre-Aryan civilization because of the evidence of script. Man passed from the food gathering stage to the food producing stage in the Neolithic age. The greatest invention of man in the Paleolithic age was fire. The script of the Indus Valley civilization was Dravidian. The Indus Valley people knew the use of gold, silver, copper, bronze, but not iron. Knowledge about the existence of which of the following animals is doubtful in the Indus Valley civilization? Cat. Paleolithic remains have been discovered in Billari. Which of the following Harappan sites had a dog? Lothal. Which of the following presents the most significant feature of the Indus Valley civilization? Burned brick buildings. Which of the following statements regarding the Indus Valley civilization is incorrect? Excavation at Lothal proved that the civilization was confined to Harappa and Mohenjo-daro only. The remains of a wooden drain of the Indus civilization have been found at Mohenjo-daro. Rice cultivation is associated with Harappan site of Lothal. Which of the following is incorrect concerning Mohenjo-daro? There was no drainage system. The Indus Valley people had trade relations with Mesopotamia. The Indus Valley houses were built of bricks. Indus Valley civilization is also known as Harappa culture, Harappan culture, because the most important evidence of the achievements of this civilization have been excavated from Harappa. The Indus Valley civilization flourished during 3000 to 1500 BC. Which of the following animals were domesticated by the Harappans? Buffaloes, sheep, dog, pig. BDPS भी short करके कह सकते हैं. The Indus Valley people worshipped Mother Goddess. The tools and weapons of Harappan civilization were mostly made of copper and bronze. The main channels of our knowledge about the Indus Valley civilization are palm and branch leaf manuscripts. The famous figure of dancing a girl found in the excavations of Harappa was made of bronze. The great granary of the Indus Valley civilization has been discovered at Harappa. Which of the following statements regarding the Indus Valley civilization is not true? The Indus Valley people were not acquainted with the art of spinning and weaving. The Stone Age people had the first domestic sheep. Which of the following animals was known to ancient Vedic people? Lion. The Aryans at first settled in Punjab. which of the following craftsmanship was not practiced by the Aryans, blacksmith, Brahmins, or books that deal with ritualism. The Indus Valley Civilization was discovered in 1922. The spread of Harappan civilization is quarter minus quarter-minuous with wheat producing zone. Traces of the which of the falling has not been found in the Indus Valley civilization. Sugarcane. The Lodha civilization was known for drainage system. Mohenjo-daro is also known as Mound of the Dead. When I first saw them, I found it difficult to believe that they established ideas about early art. This was an were prehistoric. They seem to so completely to upset all established ideas about early art. This was an observation of Sir John Marshall on objects found at Mohenjo-daro. The Indus Valley civilization was spread over Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Balochistan. Indications of pre-Harappan civilization have come from the archaeological excavations at Lothal. The source of the blue gemstone, lapis lazuli, for the people of Harappan culture was Afghanistan. Which of the following statements regarding the characteristic feature of the Indus Valley people is true? The worship of images was familiar to the people. Who among the following popularized the theory of Arctic region as the original home of Aryans? B.G. Tilak. Which color was commonly used in Harappan pottery? Red. During the Neolithic age in India, the only metal known to the people was gold. Next is the cultural history. Amir Khusro's name is associated with the invention of sitar. The most famous court poet of Akbar was Abdur Rahim Khan Khane Khana. Khani Khana. Who among the following Mughal rulers has been called as the prince of builders? Shah Jahan. Sculptures of the Gandhara school reflect the influence of the Greeks. During the Mughal period of Indian history, the name of Mansoor became famous in the field of painting, which of the following was built by Akbar. Agra Fort. The Red Fort of Delhi was built by Shah Jahan. The Mughal painting reached its zenith during the reign of Jahangir. Gandhara School of Art was established in northwestern India. Taxila was a famous site of Gandhara art. The structure of Qutub Minar was completed by Iltutmish. A famous history book on India was written in 11th century by Al-Biruni. Which Sufi saint's dargah is at Ajmer? Muhyiddin Chishti. Gandhara School of Art developed during the time of Kushans. Buland Darwaza is situated in Fatehpur Sikri. Nishad Garden was built by Jahangir. Who built Char Minar? Quli Qutub Shah. Development of architecture was at its peak during Mughal period. Buland Darwaza, built by Akbar, is to commemorate the victory of Gujarat. The mausoleum of Sher Shah is at Sasaram. Who among the following Mughal rulers banned music and dancing? Aurangzeb. Who among the following was great musician in the court of Akbar? Tansin. Fatehpur Sikri was founded by Akbar. Jama Masjid, Delhi was built by Shah Jahan. Which of the following forts was not built by Akbar? Gwalior Fort. Purana Kila, Delhi was constructed during the reign of Humayun. The tomb of Babur is at Kabul. Qutub Minar was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. Jahangiri Mahal is located in Agra Fort. The building constructed by which Mughal ruler represent the climax in the evolution of Mughal architecture? Shah Jahan. The city of Agra was founded by Sikandar Lodi. Tansing, the greatest mission of Akbar's court, belonged to Gwalior. The account of Babur's life, yani Tuzke Babri, was written in Turkey. Marathas and coming of the Europeans. We did Vasco da Gama come to India? 1498. Maratha chiefs Sambhagi was executed during the reign of Aurangzeb. Beginning of the British political sway over India can be traced to the Battle of Plassey, 1757 to 88, who was the ruler of an Indian state who allied himself with France, Tipu Sultan. The final defeat of the Maratha Confederacy came during the time of Hastings, when East India Company came into existence. England was ruled by the Stuarts. The sea route to India was discovered in 1498. The first Europeans came to India for trade were Portuguese. The tax collected by the Maratha was known as Chauth. Which of the following statements about Hyder Ali is incorrect? He was a great scholar. Srangapattam is associated with Tipu Sultan. Tipu Sultan was defeated in the Third Mysore War in 1790 by Lord Cornwallis. Who among the following is known for his introduction of new calendar, a new system of coinage, and new scales of weights and measures? Tipu Sultan, who succeeded Mir Jafar, Mir Qasim. In 1757, Sirajuddaulah was defeated by Robert Clive, who succeeded Sirajuddaulah as Nawab of Bengal after the Battle of Plassey, Mir Jafar. In 1498, Vasco da Gama landed at Calicut, which Indian ruler requested Napoleon for help to drive the British from India. Tipu Sultan. Political history of Mughals and Sikhs, who united the Sikhs and founded kingdom in Punjab. Maharaja Ranjit Singh. The Mansabdari system introduced by Akbar was borrowed from the system in Mongolia. Who among the following was the first Mughal emperor to allow Britishers to establish trade links with India? Jahangir. The capital of Mughal Empire was shifted from Agra to Delhi by Shah Jahan. The Peacock throne was made for Shah Jahan. In 1662 AD, Mir Jumla, the Mughal governor of Bengal, led successful expedition to Assam. Which of the following ports was the biggest port during the Mughal period? Surat. The East India Company was founded in India during the reign of Jahangir. The capital of the kingdom of Maharaja Ranjit Singh was Lahore. The Sikh Guru who was fought Mughals was Guru Gobind Singh. The Mughal Empire in India was founded by Zahiruddin Babur. When Akbar was young, his guardian was Biram Khan. The two great Mughal rulers too wrote and their own memoirs are Babur and Jahangir. The court language of Mughals was Persian. The court language of Mughals was Persian. Who initiated Din Ilahi? Akbar. The revenue system during Akbar's reign was in the hands of Todar Mal. Akbar assumed actual control over the administration of his empire in 1556. Babur laid the foundation of Mughal Empire in 1526 by defeating Ibrahim Lodi. During the reign of which of the following emperors was the utterly most perfect and numerous? Aurangzeb, who consolidated the Mughal Empire and gave it a unique multi-religious culture? Akbar. Akbar's land revenue system was known as Zabti system. Who among the following Mughal rulers was ignorant of the art of reading and writing? Akbar. The Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar was exiled by British and sent to Rangoon. Ilahi was accepted by Birbal. The first Mughal emperor to issue a farman in favor of the British to open a factory at Surat was Jahangir. Babur won the first battle of Panipat mainly because of his military skills. The jizya was abolished by Akbar. The bitterest war of succession under the great Mughals was fought among the sons of Shah Jahan. Sher Shah is credited for introducing for the first time the following Mcqs accept currency system. Which of the following statement about Ranjit Singh is incorrect. He posed a great challenge and resistance to the British. The Mughal emperor who died due to a sudden fall from the staircase was Humayun. Which Mughal emperor was the most secular in outlook? Akbar. Among the following was regarded as Zinda Pir Aurangzeb. Before the rise of Ranjit Singh, Punjab was under the control of Marathas. During Aurangzeb's reign, which of the following were not included in government? Marathas. In 1809, Maharaja Ranjit Singh signed treaty with East India Company to install the chain of justice Jahangir. In the Mughal administration, military recruitment was being looked after by Bakshi. In the Mughal administration, military recruitment was being looked after by Bakshi. Where did Babur die? Kabul. Babur entered India for the first time from the west through Punjab. The bone of contention between the Shah of Persia and the Mughals was the control of Kandahar. Maharaja Ranjit Singh signed a treaty of perpetual friendship with the British in the year 1809 at Amritsar. Akbar has been called the first national king mainly because he was highly tolerant and secular in his outlook. Sher Shah made revenue settlement with cultivators. Sher Shah's real name was Farid Khan. The designation Amil in Akbar's time meant revenue officer. The king, generally considered to be the greatest ruler of Kashmir in the 15th century, was Zainul Abidin. Amongst the following Mughals, he regarded more as an adventurer than a ruler. Babur. Lane Poole, the historian, writes that the emperor tumbled through life and he tumbled out of it. Humayun. Delhi became the established capital of Mughal kings during the reign of Akbar. Next is the Indian national movement. And the Asiatic Society was established in Calcutta by Sir William Jones. Brahmo Samaj mainly insisted upon monotheism. Al Hilal Weekly was started by Abdul Kalam Azad, which of the following Indian states was annexed by Lord Dalhousie on the pretext of maladministration oath. Introduction of cooperative credit societies in India was first suggested in a report of 1892 to the government of Madras by Anthony MacDonald. Among the early nationalists worked in England to mobilize public opinion in favor of the Indian national movement, Dadabhai Naoroji. The Governor General of Fort William became the Governor General of India under the Charter Act of 1833. Sir Charles Wood Dispatch of 1852 dealt primarily with educational reforms. The non-cooperation movement was launched by Mahatma Gandhi. The main purpose of Home Rule movement was to attain self-government within the British Empire. According to the Government of India Act of 1935, India had been divided into 11 provinces. The encouraged British investment in India, Lord Dalhousie introduced railways and telegraphs. The strategy of divide and rule was adopted by Lord Minto, who first voiced the idea of a separate Muslim state in India, Muhammad Iqbal. The Cripps mission visited India in 1942. The most important feature of the Government of India Act of 1919 was the introduction of provincial autonomy. Delhi became the capital of India in 1911. The Vernacular Press Act was passed by Lord Lytton. The Ilbert Bill controversy during the Lord Lytton's time related to the concept of judicial equality. Swaraj Party was formed in 1923. Minto Marley reforms aimed at separate electorates for the Muslims. The Office of Governor General of India was created by Charter Act 1833. The Muslim League started demanding separate homeland for the Muslims from 1940. In which year did the India Indian naval mutiny against the British take place 1946. Who among the following is known as the heroine of 1942 Quit India movement? Dr. Annie Besant. The first to start a joint stock company trade with India were the Portuguese. For the eradication of evil of untouchability, the Anti-Untouchability League was set up by Gandhi. Seeds of Indian participation in the Legislative Council of the Governor General of India are embodied in the Indian Councils Act 1892. Arya Samaj was started by Swami Dyanand Saraswati, who is known as Grand Old Man of India. Um, Dadabhai Naoroji. Which of the following was a recommendation of Hunter Commission? Gradual withdrawal of state support from higher education. The phase of East India Company came into the hands of the British government crown under Regulating Act. Quaid-e-Azam presented his famous 14 points in 1929. The Lucknow Pact of 1916 was made between Congress and Muslim League. Who was the chairman of Boundary Commission to define the boundaries of the dominions under the Indian Independence Act of 1947? Um, Cyril Radcliffe. When was the Cooperative Societies Act first passed in subcontinent 1904? The British Governor General who formulated the policy of subsidiary alliance with regard to Indian powers was Lord Wellesley. The first session of the Indian National Congress was held under the presidentship of W.C. Banerjee. The doctrine of lapse was introduced by Lord Wellesley. Partition of Bengal took place in 1905. First railway started in India under the Governor Generalship of Lord Dalhousie. Quit India movement started after the failure of Cripps Mission. Practice of sati was declared illegal by Lord William Bentinck. Simon Commission was concerned with the constitutional reforms. The Vernacular Press Act of 1878 was repealed by Lord Ripon. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact proclaimed the suspension of civil disobedience of movement. The office of the Secretary State for India was created through Government of India Act 1858. After 1853, a very large amount of the British capital was invested in railways. What was the chief characteristic of Government of India Act in 1935? Federal government at center. The title of Governor General was changed to Viceroy in 1858 AD. The Prime Minister of Britain at the time of India's independence was Clement Attlee. General Dyer, who was the responsible for Jallianwala Bagh massacre, was shot dead by Udham Singh. The Home Rule movement started by Annie Besant aimed at attaining self-rule for India, which Governor General abolished the system of dual government established by Robert Clive and established by companies' control over Bengal, Warren Hastings. The capital of India was shifted to Delhi during the reign of Lord Hardinge. The School of Religion started in 1867 was basically anti-British Deobandi. The first Indian Councils Act was passed in 1861. Who was responsible for the introduction of English as the official language in the India? Sir Charles Wood. Who initiated the introduction of education in English in India? Lord Macaulay. Arya Samaj was founded in 1875. King George V visited India during the viceroyalty of Lord Hardinge. Shuddhi movement was started by R.S. Maj. The Chori Chora incident relates to the burning of a police post by a mob. All the round table conferences were held in London. The Cripps mission visited India during the reign of Lord Linlithgow. The system of budget was introduced in India during the viceroyalty of Lord Canning. The Quit India movement started at Bombay on August 8, 1942. Was the Governor General when the Great Mutiny of 1857 broke out. Lord Canning. The first fort which the British constructed in India was St. George Fort. AOHUM was associated with civil services, between which period was the three roundtable conferences held in London 1930 to 1932. Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in Amritsar. Among the following were popularly known as Red Shirts, Khudai Khidmatgar, who among the following analyzed the cause of uprising of 1857, advocating a reconciliation between the British and the Muslims. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, who was the Viceroy of India when Jallianwala Bagh massacre occurred. Lord Chelmsford, and the first Indian women president of Indian National Congress was Rojini Naidu. When the monopoly of mm, East India Company in the trade brought under the control of the British Crown, 1773 AD. Lord Warren Hastings was not associated with Afghan war. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed in London in 1931. The communal award declared in 1932 by Ramsay MacDonald provided a separate electorate for the Muslims. The following movements truly reflected the spirit of Hindu-Muslim unity. Khilafat movement. Mopla rebellion of 1921 took place in Kerala. Burma was separated from India in 1937. Who founded the Scout movement? Lord Baden-Powell. The Simon Commission visited India to inquire into the progress of responsible government in India. The reform movement among the Muslims started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan as Aligarh movement, during whose viceroyalty Queen Victoria was crowned with Kesari Hind in Delhi, Darbar Lord Lytton. In Bengal, the headquarters of East India Company were located at Fort William. Lord Mountbatten replaced Lord Wavell as Viceroy of India in 1947, who presided over the cabinet mission. Sir P. Lawrence. The objective of the cabinet mission was to help establish a constituent assembly to form the constitution. Queen Victoria was appointed Empress of India in the year 1877. The first roundtable conference was held in London. Who was the Viceroy of India at the time of Quit India movement? Lord Linlithgow. Who was the British Prime Minister at the time of Second Round Table Conference? Ramsay MacDonald. Was the Viceroy when Prime Minister Attlee showed intention to transfer power to Indians? Lord Wavell. The following was East India Company's most significant parliamentary act, Regulation Act. Montague reforms were aimed at constitutional reform. Who amongst the following is associated with the Lord Local Self-Government Act, William Bentinck? The first movement launched against British India was Swadeshi movement. Indian civil services was instituted during the rule of Lord Dalhousie, during whose viceroyalty the capital was shifted from Calcutta to Delhi. Lord Hardinge. Khilafat movements resulted in decrease in differences between Hindus and the Muslims. The provision for separate electorate for Hindus and Muslim was made in Minto Morley reforms. Next is the Pakistan movement. Raja Dahir was defeated by Muhammad bin Qasim. Muhammad bin Qasim was the nephew of Hajjaj bin Yusuf. Which province of Pakistan is called Babul Islam Sindh? Sindh was conquered by Muhammad bin Qasim during the period of Mcqs. Raja Dahir was the ruler of Sindh. Makli Hill, a graveyard, is situated in the province of Sindh. Mohenjo-daro is located in Sindh. Muhammad bin Qasim tortured to death in a prison in Iraq during the Caliphate of Suleiman. Mahmud's first important battle was fought against Jaipal near Peshawar in Muharram 392 AH over 25th November 1001 AD. In 133 AH, um, over 750 AD, the Abbasids overthrew the Umayyads. The Abbasid governor Hisham came to Sindh in 140 AH over to 757 AD. In 367 in 367 AH over 777 AD, Saptagin, a Turkish slave, became the master of Ghazni. The founder of Lodi dynasty was Behlol Lodi. Next, Hari Mahmud set out the expedition of Somnath on October 7, 1024, yeah, 1024. In which year the first battle of the Tarain was fought between Muhammad Gauri and Rajputs under the command of Govind Rai, brother of Prithviraj. Muhammad Gauri defeated in this battle 1191. Qutbuddin Aibak was the first independent Muslim king crowned on 24 June 1206 AD. The title of uh, Lakh Bakshi earned by Qutbuddin Aibak. Price control system in India was associated with Alauddin Khilji, who was the founder of Mughal rule in India. Zahiruddin Babur. Grand Trunk yani GT Road was constructed by Sher Shah Suri. Deen Ilahi and Mansabdari system were the innovation of Akbar the Great. Taj Mahal was constructed by Shah Jahan. Tuzki Jahangiri was written by Jahangir. At the time of Muslims invasion of 712 AD, the ball was protected by Brahmans and Rajputs. Kashmir was included into the Mughal Empire of Delhi in October 1586. Sindh and Multan were conquered by Muhammad bin Qasim during the reign of Caliph Walid bin Abdul Malik. Prithviraj was overthrown and killed in 1122 AD at Thanisar by Muhammad Gauri. The third battle of Panipat was fought in 1761. War of Independence was fought in 1857. The Battle of Plassey was fought in 1757. The date of Shah Waliullah's birth is February 21, 1703. In which language Shah Waliullah translated the Holy Quran? Persian. World War I was started in 1944. World War One came into an end in 1980. Quaid was appointed as Governor General of Pakistan by the King. Marathas invaded Mysore and Hyder Ali compelled them to give war indemnity and proceed a part of their kingdom in 1769. The Battle of Plassey was fought in 1757 between Lord Clive and Nawab Sirajuddaula. After the downfall of Muslims in 1857, the British consolidated their control over subcontinent. Write the name of the Muslim ruler who first laid the foundation of the Islamic State in the subcontinent, Qutbuddin Aibak. Nadir Shah attacked on the subcontinent in the 1739. Name the city where War of Independence was started, Mirot. When War of Independence started, May 10, 1857. Sir Ahmad Khan was born in Delhi. Sir Ahmad Khan was born on October 17, 1870. Hayat-e-Javeed was written by Altaf Sen Hali. Scientific study was started on July 9, 1864. Named the person who started it, Sir Ahmad Khan. Tazibul Akhlaq was started in 1870. Named the pamphlet of Sir Ahmad Khan was which was written about the cause of Indian mutiny, Risala Asbab-e Bagawati hai. In which year city Sir Sayyid Khan in 1859 established a school, Muradabad, when Sir Sayyid Khan founded Loyal Mohammedans of India 1860, who founded the Mohammedan Literary Society in 1863 at Calcutta. Sir Sayyid Khan, Life of Muhammad is a book which was written by William Muir against those against this who wrote Khutbat-e Ahmadiyya, Sir Sayyid Khan. Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental School at Aligarh was established by Sir Sayyid Khan in 1875, who laid the foundation stone of Annual College in 1877. Lord Lytton, who founded the Mohammedan Educational Conference in 1886. Sir Sayyid Khan, in which year Sir Sayyid Khan was appointed a member of the Imperial Legislative Council by Lord Lytton, 1878. Asar-us-Sanadid was written by Sir Sayyid Khan, who established British India Association at Aligarh in 1866. Sir Sayyid Khan, Indian National Congress was established by A. W. Home in 1885, in which year the provinces of Bengal and Assam were reconstituted so as to form two provinces of manageable size 1905. The province of Eastern Bengal and Assam officially came into being on October 16, 1905. Was the Viceroy at the time of partition of Bengal, Lord Curzon. The Swadeshi movement was a reaction of Hindu against partition of Bengal. Muslim leaders met the Lord Minto at Shimla on October 1, 1906 for separate electorate. How many years? The first Constitution Assembly lasted 7 years. The Constituent Assembly was formed to frame the Constitution of Pakistan under the Indian Independence Act 1947. The first Chief Justice of Pakistan was Abdul Rashid. In 1911 was the Viceroy of India, Lord Hardinge. The President of First Constitution Assembly was Quaid-e-Azam. In which year was Minto Morley reform was introduced in India 1909. Separate electorate is the main feature of Minto-Morley reforms, in which year religious scholars give verdict that India is a Darul Harb 1920. Name the movement which was started in India, the cooperation of Hindus and Muslims, Khilafat. Muslim delegation visited Europe in 1919. At that time, who was British Prime Minister Lloyd George. It was the important enactment passed by the First Constituent Assembly, Proda, who was the transfer of capital from Calcutta to Delhi was announced on December 12, 1911. Was Marcus, Secretary of State for India. Majlis-e-Khilafat was founded in 1919 when institution of Khilafat was abolished 1924, which assembly passed one unit act, second constituent assembly, who founded the Anjumani Khudam Kaaba in 1913, Maulana Abdul Bari Farang. Hijrat movement was started in 1920. Treaty of Lausanne was signed in 1923 after the event of Chori Chora, which party left the Muslims Congress, in which year Lord James Watt took over this viceroyalty of India 1916. Jallianwala Bagh tragedy took place on April 13, 1919. Quaid-e-Azam was elected to Imperial Legislative Council of India 1909. Qaidin was elected President of Muslim League in 1916. Opla Revolt was made in 1921. Who was Lord Birkenhead in 1927, Secretary of State for India. Lucknow Pact was made on 1916. Who said that Nehru Report 1928 was an attempt to secure the predomination of Hindus over Muslims. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Motilal Nehru was the head of a committee regarding the Nehru Report. The Second Constituent Assembly was created on May 28, 1955, in which act the subjects were divided into two parts, that is central and provincial. Um, Government of India Act 1919. Two Muslim members were also selected for Nehru Committee. One was Sir Ali Imam, and the second Muslim member, Shoaib Qureshi. Jinnah's 14 points were presented in the year 1929 when Allama Iqbal delivered an address at Allahabad 1930. First Constituent Assembly was formed in 1947, who started Home Rule Movement. N.I. Besant, who was Lord Edward Samuel Montague, Secretary of State for India, who presided over the first meeting of Khilafat movement, Maulana Fazlul Haq, when Ayub Khan decided to abdicate March 25, 1969, who became Governor General after Khwaja Nazmuddin Ghulam Muhammad. Mamdood and Mian Mumtaz Daultana were rivals for Muslim legal leadership in the Punjab, who was dismissed by the Quaid-e-Azam on April 26, 1948 in Sindh. M.A. Khusro. The Hindus and Muslims started non-cooperation movement for Indian independence and restoration of caliphate. As a leader of the victorious United Front Party, Fazlul Haq formed the new government of East Pakistan on April 2, 1954. The legal framework order, yani LFO, was promulgated on March 30, 1970 by Yahya Khan. The Governor General Ghulam Muhammad dissolved the Constituent Assembly on October 24, 1954. The first constitution of Pakistan was enforced on March 23, 1956. Krishak Shramik Party was founded by A.K. Fazlul Haq. Khudae Khidmatgar was founded in 1929. The Majlis-e Ahrar Islam was founded on December 29, 1929. Khudae Khidmatgar was founded by Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. When the Constitution of 1962 was abrogated, March 4, 1969. The National Muhammadan Association was founded by Sayyid Amir Ali in 1877. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan established a purely Muslim organization, the Muhammadan Anglo-Oriental Defence Association of Upper India on December 18th, 93. The Shangaton and Shuddhi were organized by Hindus. The Muslim counter movements were Tanzeem and Tabligh. The Khaksar Party, the paramilitary organization, was established in 1931. The founder of the Khaksar Party was Inayatullah Khan, commonly known as Allama Mashriqi. Bacha Khan, Badshah Khan, and Frontier Gandhi were the surnames of Ghaffar Khan. The Jamaat-e-Ulama Hind was finally organized in December 1990. Jamaat-e-Ulama Islam was established on October 26, 1945 by Shabir Ahmad Usmani. Azad Pakistan Party was founded by Mian Iftikharuddin. In the 1973 constitution, the president is the um, titular head of the country. Pakistan's People's Party was founded by Zulfikar Bhutto in Lahore in November 1967. Aga Khan launched Justice Party on March 13, 1969. National Awami Party name was established on July 25, 1957. The Zakat and Usra Ordinance was promulgated on June 20, 1980. When Lord Dalhousie proclaimed an annexation of the Punjab 1849, was the chairman of the Boundary Commission, Cyril Radcliffe. When the Indian Independence Bill was moved in the British Parliament, July 14, 1947. When the Indian Independence Bill became an act, July 18, 1947. Battle of Buxar was fought in 1764. The Indus Water Basin Treaty was signed at Karachi on September 1996. When communal war was announced on 1932, Simon Commission arrived in India on February 3rd, 1927. When Radcliffe Ward was announced, August 17, 1947. The Brahmos Samaj was founded by Raja Ram Mohan Roy in 1828. The Day of Deliverance was celebrated by Indian Muslims on December 22, 1939. The Central National Muhammadan Association was founded by Sir Syed Amir Ali. Urdu-Hindi controversy started in 1867. The second summit conference of OIC was held in the year 1974. Give the date of Ayub Khan's revolution, October 27, 1958. Give the date of separation of East Pakistan, December 16, 1971. Liaquat Ali Khan was assassinated on October 16, 1951. Quaid-e-Azam joined Muslim League in 1913. Quaid-e-Azam left Congress in 1920. PRODA yani Public and Representative Office Disqualification Act was promulgated in the year 1949. The RCD was came into being in the year 1964. Abdu elected bodies disqualification order was promulgated in 1959. The All India Mohammedan Education Conference was founded in 1886. The Queen Victoria's proclamation was issued in 1858. The Third Roundtable Conference was held in 1932. The Royal Act was passed in 1919. The Quaid became a member of the All India Muslim League for the first time in 1930. When Muhammad bin Qasim defeated Raja Dahir 711 AD, What was the original name of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar? Hazrat Usman Marwandi. And diarchy was abolished in the year 1935 when Muslim League demanded for reforms in Balochistan province 1929. When Muslim League was founded in Balochistan June 1939, named the leader who took active part in forming Muslim League in Balochistan, Qazi Muhammad Isa. When Pakistan Day was celebrated in Quetta, March 23, 1941, how many percent provincial seats the Muslim League won in Punjab in 1945 to 46 election? 80%. When Pakistan Conference was held in Islamia College Lahore 1943, named the leader from UP who very first supported Pakistan's resolution, Chaudhry Khaliquzzaman. Which party was founded by the students of Aligarh? All India Muslim League Federation. All India Muslim League Students Federation. When first session of Muslim Students Federation was held, 1937. Where first session of Muslim League Student Federation was held, Calcutta. Quaid-e-Azam returned to India to organize Muslim League, 1937. Quaid-e-Azam presented his two-nation theory in 1940. Partition of India plan was announced on June 3rd, 1947. वीडियो लाइक करें शेयर करें सब्सक्राइब करें